All right, so we're here again, Jason.
Karen,
Here again.
16 months?
Yes.
16 months,
16
Karen?
months and we're back here. Boy, we just did so many ceremonies. Remember we went live, thanking persons for the assistance during Beryl. And 16 months, Jason, and we're back here. What is the state of mind?
Boy, it's a very emotional one. The time between Ivan and Beryl was 20 years, right?
Yes.
So I figured, boy, if it even was reduced to 10 years.
Yes.
But here we are, 16 months later. And what are we going to do? We have to stand up and face it. We have to be brave. We have to be strong. We have to be bold. We have to be spiritual. We have to pray. We're praying for a miracle, but the reality is that window of a miracle happening is coming down, where we have to be realistic to say, boy, we're going to get some serious weather, and that this place could look very different in a few days. How does that impact our farmers, our officials, our residents, our tourism? We don't know, Karen, but we just have to be brave, and we just have to know that there's a lot of goodwill out there for Treasure Beach, and we were able to recover very quickly after Beryl, very quickly. But this is a very different animal, a very different storm.
Scary,
really
scary.
And this is more coastal damage. Unless it turns inland here, which we're praying. Good Lord, that doesn't happen, but boy, I don't know what to say. We just have to say that we're in the Lord's hands. We've done all that we can do to prepare. My team here at Jake's and even members in the community, other villa owners, accommodation owners, I've spoken to almost all of them, and none of them have taken it lightly. Everybody has. Everybody has done what they can.
I'm glad you made that point, Jason, because we have been traveling the island since morning. One of the things that we have seen is more preparation. I'm seeing a lot of preparation. Even driving down from Junction down, a lot of the places that were hit during Beryl, they are battened down now. I still feel it for all the business people. One fisherman down in Alligator Pond told me he has 61 fishing. What do you call those? The nets, the
pots, fishing pots.
61 pots out there. The estimated value, in terms of construction for them, 2 million. Not to mention the catch that would have been in that. And, just a little fisherman. So people are terrified. When you look in their faces, people are terrified.
And they have right to be. They have right to be. The good thing, Karen, is that the utilities and the government seem that Beryl was fresh enough in everyone's mind, and of course Ambassador Anderson would have written that report to show the gaps after Beryl. And a lot of those gaps have been acted on. You would have seen the former Minister of Finance, Dr. Nigel Clark, put in place these catastrophe funds. I think there are 5 different levels of funds that we can draw down on. So it's going to take everybody working together to get out of this, It's a scary time, but Jamaicans are strong in their faith, and we, I know we'll come through this. It will take us a while, but with collaboration and cooperation, I know we can. And that's why I can speak to you so confidently today to just say we don't know what is ahead, but we know we're going to come through this. One way or the other, we're going to come through this, and later down in life we will realize why we were facing these challenges.
And I mean, Jason, and as usual, you could have been locked away at home. But as usual, you're on the ground, you're in the community, making final preparation. I saw you with some of your guests, always a community person. We were hoping that the next time we spoke to you on BJTV, we'll be talking about the award that you went to New York for. That was what was in my mind. It's so sad that we have to be speaking on this occasion, but I couldn't complete this interview today if you didn't remind the viewers. Just tell us what that award was all about.
Oh my Lord, it was the American Friends of Jamaica bestowed on me the Humanitarian Award for 2025, and it was held at the Plaza in New York only a few weeks ago. And I must say, it was an unbelievable sense of pride and humility. And I said in my speech that I really received it on behalf of the entire community. And especially the committee here that worked with us after Beryl and the partners, you know, banding together to do what we did.
Yes.
And I wasn't expecting it. And when it came, it was a very emotional experience. I didn't tell my wife until weeks and weeks later. And you know, Kern, you and I have been through a lot. You were the guest speaker at this very restaurant here, Jack's Pratt.
Yes.
You know, 24 years ago.
4 years. Seemed like yesterday.
So we've been through so much.
Yeah.
And this is just this is, you know, a hump in the road, right? And life is full of bumps and curves and ups and downs and sideways, and you know, we just have to feel as though we're from a home of fishermen and farmers, who by virtue of just who they are, what they do, there's a resilience built into their DNA, right? I mean, you can't, those two sectors of the fishermen dealing with the weather, the farmers dealing with the droughts, generations and generations of these persons. I never want Treasure Beach to be known as a tourism resort. It may sound strange, but I want it to be known primarily as farming and fishing, and for there to be that light density, low density tourism offering that just highlights the fishing and the farming and the fact that we are, you know, from a productive area, an area that is proud, an area that is resilient, an area that is strong, caring and loving. And you know, people like Dennis Abrams would have been so vital to me in the last hurricane, not only raising the money but distributing what we got. You know, Rebecca Worsma, there were so many people, my sister Justine. It really was a team that did the monumental task, and that humanitarian award really, you know, when you don't think people are watching, and my children were there, and that was probably the most special thing to me, for my children to see it, because you know, we have to show the younger generation that life is not perfect. And these things are gonna happen.
That's so true.
And you know, we have to be real with them, and we have to not run them, stand up and face life as it comes.
Definitely. All right, Jason, we're not going to detain you longer. I know you have to attend to the family and the staff, and you know, we just want to wish you all the best from here at BOJ TV Ukraine. You know, and of course, after tonight or whatever happens, if not tomorrow, you know, BOJ TV will be the first on the ground to find out what's happening. So we just take a message. One love, Jason. One love. All right. Thanks for talking to us right here on BOJ TV. Love.